Greetings, travellers in space. I really wish I hadn't just said that. I was trying to think of something new to say. Doesn't matter. Back to Klingons. This is a Corgi Junior Klingon battle cruiser based on the Katinga class, which appeared in Star Trek the Motion Picture. As I saw a day or two ago, Dinky produced the Enterprise and the Klingon battle cruiser back in 1977. Dinky then decided to do a smaller version to update them for the film. So in 1979, they produced a small Klingon ship, very similar to this one, but a little bit larger, and an Enterprise as well, based on the refit, as in the one that appeared in the motion picture. For some reason, they were only marketed, and only very briefly, before Dinky sort of collapsed, only in the US. We didn't even get them in the UK. Why? I don't know. No idea why. But then Dinky sort of pretty much folded up in 1980 after the closure of the factory in Liverpool in December 79. And of course, the franchise was lost to Dinky. Corgi picked it up in 1982 when Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, one of my favourite films, was produced. Corgi decided to market two of the ships. One, of course, being the Enterprise, which they did a fairly awful job on, which is a really weirdly proportioned thingy. I haven't got one to show you, but it's all over the place. It's dreadful. And this, a Klingon ship. It's very similar to the slightly larger Dinky one, but there are a few differences. For one thing, it's got these. It's very small, by the way. This is only like a Corgi Junior, a little thing. It's very small. But it's all die-cast metal apart from this, that which is plastic. And that's, I believe, at the back is supposed to be the shuttle bay, if I remember rightly. Although it didn't really appear in the... Well, it did sort of appear in the film, but it didn't. You see, you might remember when 3 cruisers got destroyed by V'Ger at the beginning of Star Trek the Motion Picture, the model wasn't reused. They didn't film new footage for Star Trek 2, but they did do a very brief bit at the beginning where you saw 3 cruisers coming Enterprise in a simulation, but it was just recycled footage. Recycled footage just flipped over from the motion picture. So really, this doesn't really have any proper connection to the Wrath of Khan. But, you know, can't blame him for cashing in, and why not? So here it is anyway. So there's our little Klingon cruiser. I could call it a Katinga, I suppose, if I really wanted to, but that's not, but it's not marketed as such. It's got these awful... It's weird because Dinky did exactly the same metallic blue on theirs, and Corgi decided to keep the same metallic blue. It really should be sort of a fairly light sort of greyish sort of green colour. But, you know... And then we've got these rather weird stickers. I mean, I don't know about you, but I think that's supposed to be like a stylised K for Klingon, which is quite ridiculous, really. At least a Dinky one, the decency of putting sort of the proper Klingon emblem on there, and it's a shame that Corgi didn't decide to do the same. Right, all we've got on here, the Made in Britain Corgi Klingon warship, 1982. These were around for only about 2 years. They weren't around very long. Sold individually in a little blister pack, and also put into a pack with the Enterprise, well, like a double pack. So it said by 84, I believe, they'd all gone, and there you go. So it's a funny little curio, really. It's what can you say? It's a nice. The shape's really good. I like the shape. The shape's pretty spot on. But yet again, as always with these things, I mean, look at that. That is actually a really good. They've actually nailed the design very much, and it is based on the film and not on the TV one. But anyway, I've said all this already, getting repetitive, so I shall now go and try to put a couple of pictures up after this video of the type of pack it came in. All right, thanks for watching. Live long and prosper.